Hello everybody and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Today I wanted to show a new product that I got by, I think it's Pen and Gear. I thought it was Pen Gear, but then I seen this plus sign here. So I think it's Pen and Gear. They have a number of different products out. These are from Walmart. And somebody, it's a viewer and a friend on Facebook, told me about these markers, and she absolutely loved them. So I thought, I'm going to try them out. And very, very budget friendly. This is the pack of 60. I believe you can get, is it 30 or 40 pack too? But this is the pack of 60 markers for $17.97, well, $18. So that is not bad at all. So I thought what we would do, I have not really looked at them yet. I thought we would do that on camera, is just kind of look at the colors and swatch them out. Now the one thing that I noticed right off the bat, look at this case. This is a hard plastic case that these are in. And when I seen this case, I'm like, oh my gosh, that reminds me of, now these are some, sorry for my arms. These are some packs of glitter gel pens, imagine that, that I have still in my stash. Because as you know, I have a gazillion of them. And these are no longer available, unfortunately, on Amazon. Actually, you can get the tan mitt. And this is the pack I'm going to show you. These gel pen sets are identical, except for the Cali Arts come in your typical flimsier plastic trays that we are all used to. But it is a 48 glitter gel pen set with 48 refills. And the tan mitt is the exact same thing. The same colors, but the tan mitt, and that's why I got these out, comes in this awesome plastic case. Now, does that look familiar or what? And then you get the refills. Like I said, these are still available on Amazon, but they are atrociously expensive. I think they're 38 something now for this. And the Tan Mitt brand used to be just a little bit cheaper than the Cali Art brand. Cali Art, however, does have a 200 set of all glitter gel pens. It's a set of 100 pens and 100 refills. So I will link that down below because I love my Cali Arts and my tan mitts. I just haven't gotten these out for quite a while because I've been using my Chromatech so much and my color technique. So I'm going to put these back in the box. I just thought that was rather interesting when I seen this case, that it's like, you know what? That's exactly like the really neat case that I liked my Tan Mitt glitter gel pens in. And yeah, it's really unfortunate that you cannot get these 96 sets anymore because the 48 colors are plenty. And they're still, everybody has their favorite colors and they're colors that they just don't use much. And when you get those, although I love them too, the big 80 sets, and now, they have 100 colors. And in the beginning, when glitter gel pens first came out, you're lucky if you got a set of a dozen, right? But anyhow, let's get back to what we're here for, and that is these markers. So let's open these up. Now, when you open them, you open the end just by popping these up, and then you also pop them on the side so that each tray can be opened up. So you just, pop them open. And then they open up this way, kind of like a book, right? Now, as I'm looking at these, I can see they are definitely not in any kind of order whatsoever. So I think what I'm going to do is when I swatch them out, I'm just going to pull out the colors that I want for that particular set, that color tone, I should say, that color family. And I may have some of them wrong. And as you know, I will be, because there are no color names or numbers, as is usual for our budget-friendly markers, I'm going to be putting a number on here and making a color chart. But anyhow, this is what they look like. It says pen and gear, or pen plus gear. I'm thinking it's pen and gear. Permanent marker. This is the fine point. Conforms to, you know, that ASTM, made in China. And yes, these are the fine points. So they look very much like a Sharpie, or many of our other permanent markers that are out now, such as the Amazon Basics, the what's the other one that I got? It's not US Art Supply. Can't remember. Anyhow, I do like the tip on this. It comes to quite of a pointy tip. So we're going to see how these color and if they're juicy and, you know, things like that. So let's start out with these yellows. Now, when I kind of glanced in here, some of the colors look pretty similar. So I don't know. I guess when we swatch them out, we are going to find out if they are all unique colors, or if, I don't know if there are two blacks in here, if they, you know, give you some duplicates maybe of popular colors. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. So this one, the barrel looks almost like it's a neon yellow. So let's see. No, it's not neon. It's just a really nice sunny yellow. I like that. Here looks a little bit darker. Yeah. This is more like a kind of a daffodil yellow, if you will. And then this one. Oh yeah, those are nice. And if you don't like the smell of Sharpies, that's kind of what these remind me of. You know, some of our permanent markers don't have a whole lot of smell, other than maybe a little bit of an alcohol smell. Sharpies, however, just seem to have a unique odor to them. If you have Sharpies at all, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These kind of smell real similar to Sharpies. So if that smell bothers you, I don't know if these would be the markers for you then. These two colors look very, very similar. This looks maybe a tad lighter, so we shall find out. Let's see if there are any other oranges. Not sure if that's going to be on the orange side or the brown side. Maybe I'll leave it for the browns. And, oh, look at this, people. Let me back out a little bit. We have some pastels. Woohoo! You don't see pastels in permanent markers too often, other than the Bic marking pens. They are now called Bic Intensity pens. They have some beautiful, beautiful pastels. So we're going to see what these look like. Okay, so this one looks like an orange. And I'm not going to keep the pastels separate like I did with my Holbeins. Typically, I do not do that. Holbeins, however, if you have seen the Holbein set, that beautiful, beautiful set of 150, the tray that contains all of the pastel colors is just so gorgeous to look at. So when I put them in the case, I did leave all the pastels by themselves. But otherwise, I combine them all together. Boy, it looks like we do have quite a few browns in this set. Wow. Okay, so I think this one may be between an orange and a yellow. Yes, it is an orangey yellow. Ooh, that's nice. This one is almost, I would say, more like a buttercup kind of color. Okay, now these are the two that really, the cases anyhow, look real similar. This one looks just a tad lighter, so we shall see. Oh, that's a really nice orange. Kind of a red orange though, and so. And that one is even a little more red, but they are very similar. Doesn't seem like it has a real true orange to it. Oh, I should zoom you back in. So this one does have a little bit more red tone to it, but otherwise, yeah, those two are quite similar. Let's go on to the reds. Let's see. I think these are reds, and that's a pink. Okay. Any other reds in here? What are these two? Okay, yeah, these, well, again, it's hard to tell. I'm going to say they're reds. They may be dark pinks. Here's some more pinks. And this one too. I'm going to put it with the reds for now. Probably will be with the pinks, but who knows. Okay, and here we go with your regular red. The red is on a pinky side. You can get a nice, you know, fine point with this tip too, which is, I like that. Or you go on the side, you can get your thicker. So it does come to a nice tip. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, now this is a good red. Okay, yes, that one definitely is a pinky red. Pinky red, is that a word? And this one, oh, is definitely a pink. Okay, I should have kind of known that. Most of the cases fit, they match the colors really well. This one, however, is a little bit dark. Quite a bit darker than the color. But the rest of them are pretty good. Okay, so that is, well, it's kind of between a red and a pink, and so, but that one matches pretty good. And we shall see what this one is like. Okay, that's a real deep, kind of a real deep version of that one. And again, that matches pretty good. I am liking that. So let's get out the pinks. There's quite a few of them. Oh, I do like this case. So this is one of the very few times that I am not going to be buying a separate marker case for these markers. I am going to leave them in this nice case. So again, especially with having them in this nice case for a little less than 18 bucks, you got a really nice set of 60 markers. Oh, look at that pretty pink. A little bit lighter than this other pink, so those two would blend together really well. Let's guess on the next one. And again, that one matches pretty good. Case may be a little bit darker than the color, but not bad. That matches really well. Oh, that is so pretty. These two would go together really good. And yes, these do definitely have an odor to them. Again, very similar. Yeah, very similar to Sharpie. But yet a little bit different than Sharpie, but it does have a strong odor to them. So again, if you're sensitive to those odors, yeah, I better quit smelling them, huh? Okay, now this one would probably go up with the reds. It's kind of another pinky red. Does look a little similar, and I'm off camera. You guys can't even see it. Does look quite similar. Let me get these over here. Yeah, looks quite similar to this color, but yet it's a shade darker. But yeah, kind of similar. And then we have this one. Now this looks like a purpley pink. Yeah, probably more on the purpley side. Ooh, I like that color. So let's get out the purples themselves. And so far, they are very juicy. They are coloring very nicely. Oh, and we do have a pastel purple. Yay. Let's come up here. Oh, isn't that a pretty lilac? Yay, I like that. Okay, did I color with this one? I think I did. No, I didn't. That's right. I was going to put it with the browns. Okay, we'll leave that one up there. Now again, these purples look quite similar with the case. But this one looks more of a violet, and this is more purple, or vice versa. I never can remember the difference between purple and violet. But they do look a little different. Here's a really nice deep purple. And I think this one's going to be a little bit lighter. Yeah, a different tone to it. So this has more of a blue to it than this one. Okay, let's go on to the blues. And I see two pastel blues. One a little bit grayer. And I think this one is going to be like a cool gray. It definitely will have some blue undertones to it, but let's get out just the blues. So there are quite a few blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blues. These are really nice, vibrant colors. That's pretty. Okay, and then we have like the cloud blue with a lot more gray to it. Nice. Here we have some aquas. I know I'm not swatching out too well, but you can see the color. Oh, beautiful blend going there. And then we do have one that's a shade darker even. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And again, they are matching the barrels pretty well. This one might actually go with the purples. I'm not sure. Yeah, that'll go up. Well, no, it is actually more of a blue. At first glance, I thought it was a purple, but no, it's a royal blue. Okay. Let's go on with the greens. Now, this one looks more like it's going to be a, an kind of an aqua blue or a, blue-green. Oh, I think I missed a blue. Yes, a deep navy blue, which I'm glad they have. I thought, there's no dark blues, but there is. And here's another green. So, quite a few greens. Oh my gosh, the earth tones. Wow, earth tones and grays. Wowie, wowie. Oh, I think this is an olive green too. You tell I'm all excited. Oh, all these colors. Holy moly, there's more earth tones. Wow, a lot of browns, a lot of browns. Okay, let's see the greens. Now this probably is going to be, yeah, this probably will go with the blues. But again, different shades than these. So these three would be an awesome color combination. A beautiful blend, if you will. This one looks like a nice spring green. Yeah, nice grass green. This one looks different. Oh yeah, this one actually is lighter than that one. Let's look at these barrels again. Oh yeah, this one is, they're kind of similar, but this one is a little bit lighter. So yeah. Yeah, I guess this one matches real good. This one's a little bit darker than the actual marker though. Or let's say that again. The barrel is a little bit darker than the actual ink. Okay, now this one is probably going to be like a teal color. Yeah. Pretty, pretty. Okay, then looks like kind of a forest green. Oh, that's pretty. Like dark green. No, I didn't say light dark. I said I like. dark. Olive green. Now this last one, I wasn't sure if it's, I think it's going to be a deep olive green. Maybe it's a brown, not sure. To me, it looks like a dark olive green, so. And it is. I guess it's kind of either, well, I don't know. Now as it's drying, I mean, it is actually kind of fitting, you know, the color in the barrel. The barrel's a little bit darker, but it has so much gray in it that it's kind of, maybe it is just a really warm gray. Yeah, I would say that's more of a warm gray, wouldn't you? Has a little bit more brown to it, you know, a really a warm gray than what it's showing on camera. But yeah, I would say that's definitely a gray. All right, let's get out all these beautiful browns. Let's see, this and this. Oh my goodness, this and this and this. Oh, holy moly. Oh, I missed a couple of pastels. We'll have to swatch those. And this and this. And I think the rest are all grays. Look at this. Look at all the earth tones. Boy, oh boy, you don't normally see that. Whoops, with the exception of this. I'll deck it in there. That's a gray. But look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 earth tones out of a set of 60. Can you believe that? Wow, that is awesome. Unfortunately, I do not see anything with regard to skin tones. So if you're looking for skin tones, this is not the right set for you. Okay. There's a deep, what would you call that? I don't know. Don't have a name for it. But here looks like a pastel green. Yes. Nice. This is a light green too, but much more on the yellow side. So, okay. Now let's get to the browns. Pretty. Now again, I guess that one could go with the browns, or it's a deep orange. I don't know. To me, it's more of a light brown. All up to interpretation. Okay. All right. Yeah, pretty close. I don't know if that's important to you guys, but to me it kind of is, because especially if you are not one that does swatching charts and where these don't have names or numbers on, a lot of people don't like to take the time to put a number on here. So you typically, with your budget friendlies, you don't make swatch charts. I do. Okay, now this could actually be a skin tone. This one does not look like the barrel whatsoever. This will go over with the oranges, kind of in between the yellows and the oranges. That is a skin tone. Interesting. So this one is like more of a peach. And looking at the barrel, you would never guess that was a peach. Hence the need to swatch out your markers. Okay, now these two, to me, again, look quite similar. This one's a little bit, well, I don't want to say lighter. It's just definitely a different tone. And maybe this one will be just a dark yellow. I'm not sure. No, well, it's kind of a mustard, kind of an ochre kind of color, where it's kind of in between a brown and a yellow. Whereas this one, that is more like an ochre and a dark ochre, and so, you know, like a dark yellow. I may actually put this one, I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up. Where do you put them colors? Do you put them with your earth tones, your browns, or do you put them as a dark yellow? Or kind of like a yellow and an orange. I think in this case, I'm going to leave them with the browns. Here's another one. we're getting a little bit darker. That's a pretty kind of like a chestnut brown maybe. And then here is another brown. Oh, that's pretty. I could see that for like trees and, you know, things like that. This looks like a real reddish brown, maybe like a brick brown. No. Well, I guess it does match. It does match pretty good. Okay, 2 more browns yet. And here we're getting darker yet. And 1 more brown. And a nice dark chocolate brown. So look at all them earth tones. All them shades of brown. You know, I was just thinking this would be really nice for the color by numbers. So many times they have, you know, 3, 4 different browns, like tan and light brown, mid brown, dark brown. A lot of your sets don't have like a tan in it, like here. You know, this would be a nice tan color. A lot of sets don't have a light tan like that. All right, now we're to the grays, and we do have a lot. At least, I don't know. Now, these 2 might be shades of blue. I don't know if they're blue or if they're blue grays, you know, so I guess we'll see. Due to the amount of other grays, I am kind of hoping they're more blues. Because there are so many grays, and these 2 look almost identical. And then we have, yep, 1 black. Okay, yeah, look at these 2. I sure hope they're not, well, no, this barrel's a little bit darker, but very, very similar. And then these 2, too. These, I really can't tell the difference on. This one may be just a hair darker, but not much. And then we have our black. So, let's put these down over here. And let's start with what kind of looks like the lightest, according to the barrel color anyhow. I'm going to come up over here for the grays. Very nice pale gray. Always need that, right? Now these next 2 look very similar too, but yet they're just a shade different. So let's see. Okay. 1 shade deeper than that one. Very similar, but yet there is just a little bit of a tonal difference between the 2. This is, you know, as it's drying now, you can see this one is darker than that one. Okay, so subtle differences there. And darker, definitely. Now, these next 3 look pretty similar. Some of these tips seem finer than others. For some reason, I don't know, maybe it's just me. It's always possible. Okay, that is definitely darker than that one, and more on the brown side. So like warm grays. Oh, and this one is darker. Okay. So these 2 that looked so similar, this one is, you know, a nice shade darker, and then this one is lighter. So you do have your 3 shades. I mean, again, the barrels look really similar. As you look at them closely, I can tell this is lighter, this is mid, and this is darker. But from far away, and maybe even on camera, I don't know. No, I guess you can kind of see the 3 different shades. But yeah. And then we have real dark gray. This one looks like it will be really dark. Yep. Almost a black. Okay, now I am going to go, before I do the black, we have these. And again, I am hoping that they are going to be just deeper shades of blue, and that I put them in the grays by accident. Yep. Didn't we have one like that though? Oh yeah, this one. Okay. Okay, but this one is darker than that, but in the same family. So those two colors would blend together nicely. I'm going to put that up with the blues. And I bet you this is just a shade darker than that. Yes. So it is kind of a steely blue. Again, you know, would you put that in with the grays as a cool gray? Or as a gray blue? I don't know. I don't know. You know, do they go with the grays? They actually do, don't they? I think I am going to leave them down here as cool grays. Can't make up my mind, people. Okay. And this one, the barrel looked real similar. And it is very similar. Just maybe a hair. Again, tonal, little bit of a difference, not much though. And when you look at these barrels, this one is a little bit deeper, but again, very similar. Okay, and then we do have our black. Let's see if it is a nice deep black. Oh yes, nice. Now, if you notice on all of the other pens, everything is written in black. You can see it nice. But yet on the black pen, it is written in silver, which is nice. Black ink on here would not have been good. So, yeah. Just wanted to point that out. However, on some of these darker colors, it would have been nice for them to have this in silver too. But due to the fact that they do not have the color names or numbers on these, I guess it's really not that big of a deal. It's just a picky little thing that I, you know. So these are the 60 colors in this set. Again, really bright, vibrant colors. But look at all the grays and look at all these earth tones and greens. My gosh, if you like your landscape and you like to do your shading of your landscaping, boy, this is the set for you. A lot of blues too. The only thing lacking, again, and this is very typical in your budget-friendly markers, would be the skin tones. We do have the one, and it is actually a pretty nice skin tone. You know, and you could do some shading maybe with this. Your deeper skin tones, these are all really nice. You know, these would all work great for your darker skin tones though. So I guess, you know, all in all, you know, for the light skin tone, this may work, and then you can work your way through the darker skin tones. So really like that selection. Number of pinks, but they are all different. And then we do have a nice red. I don't think we have a really good orange though. So that is one thing that is lacking. We do have a number of yellows, and they are all different. Some of these to me are too similar though. Would have been nice to have a good orange and maybe take out, you know, one or a few of these, maybe have a few more skin tones. But again, that's being pretty picky for an $18 set of 60 markers in this nice case. So again, I will be numbering these all, swatching them, and putting them back in this nice plastic case. So I thank you very much for joining me in on yet another swatching video. I seem to be liking these lately. Of course, I always like swatching videos. I like doing them and I like watching them. I love watching swatching I love watching swatching videos. Oh boy. And I hope you liked it too. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new to my channel. I hope everybody is having a great week. And as always, happy coloring. Bye guys.